you are a self-taught developer, or did you go into school and learn it there?
So I studied management information systems in Boston, but it was a business concentration, but it had some, programming courses. I can't say that I learned programming and coding from there, but it was more, self-taught, like, going on YouTube, going on Substack, on Overflow, Stack Overflow, and lately, of course, ChatGPT is, I don't know, it's amazing. You can generate pieces of code, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, I agree. I myself did also a small little script with the OpenAI API, where
Okay.
I just give it titles that should be the title of my WordPress blog articles, the titles of it, and then it automatically creates the text for it, and then I can prompt it, okay, yeah, the text should be this and this, and it automatically sends it to my WordPress and publishes it.
Okay, nice.
How to proceed on what to show. Just the most simplest part on okay, this part is required for payments, and this is how I can confirm, okay, this guy paid for it.
Okay.
This is the where I saved it, and just really the blocks where what to connect and stuff.
Okay, cool. So first of all, what I'm working off is I have bought a template. I don't know. Do you know ShipFast?
Yeah, I heard from it. This is one Twitter guy, I think, created.
Yes. So like some time ago, I purchased this. But when I bought this, because I wasn't like, I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I didn't know a lot about coding. I thought it was useless. So I didn't, pay any attention or didn't take advantage of it. I discovered that actually this template handles all the landing page that you see actually when you go on my website, for example, PortfolioGPT.xyz. It's from this template. But okay, this is only the landing page, but the payments are being handled from. So yeah, if I'm gonna scroll down, so these buttons here. Let me remember though. Maybe it won't work now because I've already. Okay, it works. You see, when I click this button, it automatically sends you in the checkout page. This actually is. I haven't built any of this because if you go on Stripe, you can get the link from here, so you can start accepting payments.
I think because I used also Stripe so far, and there is this to create a payment link on the left side.
For example, if you create a button somewhere, where it says, I don't know, buy now, check out, whatever. If you go on Stripe on the dashboard, you see here the payment links. If it's not in your shortcuts, it will be, I think, yeah, it's here. If you go products, it will be here, payment links.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so you can create a payment link, and you will see now the preview. It will generate the preview. You see the screen. It's exactly the same. That's my checkout page actually. It's not that I have developed anything. So you select, for example, let's say the advanced product, advanced whatever. You can select some options here, blah blah blah, and then if you create the link, you click here, create link. Now we have created the link, and then you see here there is a link generated. If you copy this link and you put it in your code, behind this buy button, checkout button, whatever, wherever you want, you can put it. So whenever the user clicks the buy button, they will automatically be redirected on this page. On the let me see, you see the preview here again. I mean, it's really easy. It's just you need to connect your button with with a checkout page.
Mhm.
That's the first step. That's the step where you actually receive the payment.
Yeah.
Now, the question is how you can um, give access to someone who has paid, because I don't know yeah, if you checked when someone wants to sign in, there is a okay, you can register with your Gmail or your email, whatever, but you will need access to the dashboard after you have paid. So this thing happens with the MongoDB. So I'm using MongoDB for the database. Are you familiar with MongoDB?
I heard from it. Yes. It's yeah,
Okay, so
but it's
let
MySQL, I think, but just
yes, it's
for
it's it's
websites
it's
mainly.
it's so easy to use.
I show you also the video before.
Okay, um, can you see here now? I am in my MongoDB.
Yeah, I can see it with
Okay,
the access on the
okay.
left.
So now there are a couple of things happening. First one, okay. Actually, whenever you create an account before you have paid, I update my MongoDB, and I save down the email, the name. There is a date here. Okay, don't worry about this now because this is being generated after payment. So when someone logs in or signs up, I keep this data, email, and the timestamp essentially. Okay, this is
But
automatic. Yeah.
you put this data into it.
Yes, let me check in the code. I will show you. Yeah, this code is coming from the template.
Okay. Oh, from the ShipFast template, right?
Or the shipfast template.
Mhm.
See some code maybe doesn't say anything to you, but it's okay.
I can program a little bit.
Okay, so essentially what I'm doing here, okay, I'm using a lot of libraries because this is all again is already built in from the template. So if you can see here, for example, there is you see this piece of code. Essentially, what it's doing, it's connecting. I think if yeah, I am connecting to my MongoDB. Okay, and then I make sure that I update, my customer, my user ID, what plan they have bought.
Okay.
And here, now it's the interesting part. After after they complete the payment, you see here, actually this is the key. User has access is a Boolean variable and it's set to true. So
Okay.
when this variable is set to true, it means that the customer has paid and they can access the dashboard to create the portfolio.
Okay.
But
And
yeah, what's your question?
when do you check this?
Whenever whenever the customer wants to log in, there is a check
Okay.
always.
And how do you push? Because now I
Okay.
sign up with this payment link from
Hmm. Hmm.
Stripe, and then Stripe knows, okay, I paid for this. But how do you push this information that I paid
Okay.
into MongoDB?
How do I push to MongoDB?
Yeah,
I'm using webhooks. Are you familiar with webhooks?
a little bit, just a little bit.
You create it on Stripe, the webhook, and then you have a link. I'm gonna show. Yeah, there is the template plays a big part. You see here, if you go on Stripe again on developers, oh, actually it's the same thing. Yeah, if you go developers and then webhooks, you can create an endpoint. So what you input here essentially is um, what you want to do when a customer, for example, actually let me see if I can. Yeah, it's a checkout. Okay, so if you go at the endpoint, for example, now the endpoint URL is coming from here again. So you see here, okay, this is within the code, there is a webhook already, a folder with Stripe. And it says, where is it? Oh, check out, completed somewhere. Yeah, essentially, this is where you wanna, when you're gonna go check out session completed. That's the webhook that you're going to set up.
Okay.
You input here the endpoint URL where you want to redirect the user after payment. So the link for this is this one. So essentially, I'm just pointing in my code. This is the path API webhook Stripe, and now your code knows. Okay, I'm gonna go to API webhook Stripe, and it's gonna start reading here. And because I'm setting up the checkout session completed, and you do this. So if you add an endpoint, blah, 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 whatever, if you go, you see here, select events, you go to checkout session completed.
Okay.
Okay, you add the event, okay, and you create the endpoint. You click add endpoint. Once you set this up, it will go in here because the webhook then it listens whatever happens, and when an event with checkout session completed happens, it
Okay.
knows that it has to go in here and start executing this. So it will go blah, 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 and then it will go all the way. And here you see it says user access, user has access, it has to be true. And it goes on MongoDB, and it here, for example, it updates this variable. And then whenever you try to log in again or trying to access the dashboard or the portfolio generation tab, there is always a check and says if the user has access, this variable is set to true, then okay, let them use this for
Yeah.
the URL. If they do not have this set to true, you're gonna be redirected to the login page or the pricing page to purchase the service.
Okay, cool. Yeah. This is a big part actually already, I think.
It is, and then so all the work, not the work, because okay, this is the landing page essentially. It's how to handle payments and how to give access. All the backend, it's a totally different thing. I have built something else. I can show you. So yeah, so this is again Visual Studio, but nothing to do with the template or the landing page. I'm just showing you. I have written a code, an app in Python.
Yeah.
Very simple. It is okay. So essentially, what I'm doing, you see here, I just create a prompt for ChatGPT, and I'm using the OpenAPI, the OpenAI API. I have created my prompt here, but what I've done is I have created the UI.
Yeah.
When you see the drop-down menus and when you click the buttons, blah blah blah. But essentially, the backend, what it's executing is this line here. So, and I can update this. Obviously, I can make it much more efficient, much smarter. I'm using the variables here, which is the fields from the drop-down menu. I have also created a limit, for example, 3 per minute, because some people might go and spam the button, clicking all the time. So I'm throwing an error, and I'm just letting them know, okay, please wait, try again later. It's self-explanatory here, actually, what everything does, how the fields are working. I'm just using GPT 3.5 Turbo. Yeah, that's it, actually, the back end of the code. And whatever you see on the front end,
Yeah.
it is just, again, what I've done is I have created a UI with all these buttons. What else? The field. And now I'm just trying to make it better.
Mhm.
I want to have some graphs. I want to have maybe uh, some related news. Maybe I'm gonna try and fine tune the model. I want to fine tune it and maybe feed it with real-time data or market news. So the output will be much more efficient and more accurate, because right now it generates the portfolios based on the historical data that the model is already trained with.
Yeah.
And I think it's until 2022 or something. I don't remember exactly. But you can fine tune it, you can tweak it, you can make it smarter. But okay, it takes time, and I'm not like a professional developer.
Mhm.
Everything, I have to break things first, and then I have to figure it out and how it works.
Okay. This one generate prompt. Can you explain a little bit more
Yes,
on the
yes.
variables on what these get?
Okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay, um, the first thing I have implemented here is a limiter, and
Yeah.
also I think, yeah, it's a Flask limiter. You just import it, and I'm trying to prevent users from abusing the system, like generating a lot of portfolios over a very short period of time. So I'm just throwing an error to just wait. Here, I retrieve the OpenAI API key, and I have just, you see here, I have created a variable because I don't want to, reveal my secret
Yeah,
key,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
you understand, if if this is leaked, they can abuse it and you will lose all your OpenAI credits. This is just you know a root test. Just I have implemented this piece of code because I just want to make sure that my app is actually running. Nobody sees this because it's just a check for me.
yeah.
Now, if you go to the prompt, um, essentially I have the variables here. These are the fields, the input fields, the drop-down menus that I have. So it's the
Okay.
investment amount, risk tolerance, duration, goal, and preferred asset class. And and here I'm just mixing everything up so I can create the prompt. So
I see. Okay, these are just the input variables you get from the
yes,
user, and you put into for OpenAI a response, a
yes,
natural language response.
exactly. So essentially, I'm sending the text. I'm sending this text to ChatGPT via the API,
Yeah.
and then um, I get the output. Okay, so this is the user data that I receive from the user, which is again the investment amount, risk tolerance, blah blah blah. I'm just saving everything to the variables. I give it to OpenAI here. I call the OpenAI API. Here it's just you need to tell the LLM that you are a financial advisor, so it will generate the answer, because otherwise it won't. It will tell you, I am not a financial advisor, so I cannot do this. So you have to specify this.
Yeah.
Um, and then, yeah, I just process the response, and I make sure that it's plain text, because sometimes it was returning a string and it was like messed up. But I need to just plain text and bring it on my screen.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
for example, look, I don't really know, for example, what this specific line does, but it's always used when you run a Python app.
Yeah.
So I know that it has to be here. I can understand, okay, what it's doing, that you run it on the local host and this port. Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, that's the main thing.
Okay. Okay, and one more thing, the
Yeah.
UI and where you connect and where yeah, the user interface.
Yes, okay. On the template, but I have created my own here code. This is purely my code. I've just created the file. So again, this is the variables that I am creating. So, it will know what I'm gonna send to the backend. Okay. And okay, look, if you see this link,
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it here. You see, it says app is running. I was telling you before that I have here. Wait. That's the check here.
Perfect.
You see? So, but this is the backend. Essentially, I'm just checking that the app is running. Nothing you can see here, because what I've done is that I have deployed the Python code on Heroku. Heroku is just do you know Heroku?
I heard about it, but I never knew what specifically it's doing.
Okay, so you connect your GitHub repository that you have created the Python app, and you essentially deploy it on there, so it will always running on the cloud, and you will be able to interact with it from your user interface, from the front end. So I'm just telling my front end that, look, you're gonna go here, and you're gonna send all these variables that we have created, which is, again, if you see, it's the risk tolerance, the duration, the goal, it's everything that I have created on the Python app. And yeah, here is my front end. This is where you see the buttons. Let me, if you will see, wait, if I scroll, yeah. So you see here, I have created, for example, the risk tolerance. You see here, a low, medium, high. That's what you see on the front end. If you go now on the drop downs in the portfolio generator, you will see all these values here that I have created.
Okay. This
So
is just a form then. The HTML form.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I send everything. The main part is how you connect actually the backend with the front end. Essentially, it's very simple. I didn't know it, but yeah, I'm just using an API call here. I'm just saying, okay, whatever variables you get, connect to my app that I have deployed on Heroku, and throw the variables in there, and then my Python app will speak to OpenAI, and when you get the return, the generated portfolio, print it here. That's that's the that's part here is where you get the generated portfolio.
So essentially a post, HTTPS post post.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's it. Do you use Vercel for this?
Yes. Yes. So I have deployed my front end on Vercel.
Okay.
So the code that you see on actually the code from the template and whatever it's inside the template, I have connected my GitHub repo with Vercel, and whenever I push a new commit to GitHub, it automatically speaks with Vercel, and it creates a new build, a new deployment. And that's how I use Vercel and Heroku. So Vercel for my front end and Heroku for my backend.
Okay. That's it actually.
Yeah, I mean, the tech stack essentially is Next JavaScript, which is from the template.
Yeah.
And I deploy this on Vercel. Python or Flask is the framework for Python. I deploy on Heroku. MongoDB is for the database, for the users. And OpenAI API, it's doing all the backend work.
Yeah.
So you can get the result. Yeah, that's the tech side of things. Now, I don't know if you want to go into further details with marketing or how to distribute the app, which is all organic. I haven't paid the
yeah. Not necessarily. I myself am I am specialized in marketing and sales.
Okay.
So yeah, the tech side of sales is also some niche of it. But as you said, you I think published on Reddit on Hunter,
Hacker News and
Hacker News,
Product Hunt.
Yeah.
And also there is another one which they listed my app. I'm gonna share the link if you want to check it out. It's specialized for AI stuff. I sent it here on the
yeah,
chat.
this one also you shared. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's an AI for that. So because I was looking at my analytics and I saw, a lot of visitors from this website, and I was curious, and I visited this website, and actually it was really cool, especially for AI stuff.
Yeah,
it's really nice. It's like a directory, and I checked that if you want to submit a new project, you have to pay like $300 or something.
For there is an AI for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was checking, submit. If you want to submit a tool, you
Mhm.
need to pay. Let me tell you, it's really expensive actually. Where is it? If you want to get, listing and just launch, is $300 if you want to list.
Okay.
But somehow someone listed, or they found it and listed for me, and then I went and claimed that, so it was free for me.
Okay. But how did you get it free for now? I didn't understand exactly.
I mean, I saw my analytics and I was seeing traffic from this website.
Just okay.
I don't know. And then I went on the website to check, and my tool was already listed by someone. I guess it was the owners of the website. I don't know.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then I claimed this, that it's mine, and they asked for a verification.
Yeah.
And actually, if you go on my website, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see a banner. So if you go under the reviews, there is a banner which says featured on. There's an AI for that, and they say if you put this on your website, it means that that your code is yours, and that's how you can post it. And they gave me a gift of $200 advertising. So I'm still spending.
They gave you money for putting this there.
They gave me money for PPC. For PPC campaign.
Every time somebody clicks on it.
Yeah, so they gave me for I don't know, 800 free clicks, paid clicks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Okay. Okay. On 800 free clicks on their side.
On their website, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's also good, I think.
But it was like promoted, not the free version. So it was coming up on top.
Okay, cool. This is cool.
Yeah, because I put their banner on my website, so essentially it's marketing for them as well.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. And I'm glad that you listed this website on Flippa, and you're getting offers for this.
Actually, I had an offer. Yes, it's nothing like $500.
Yeah, but still.
Bidding $500. Then another guy told me, okay, I'm gonna give you 3,000, but you have to do some modifications. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe 3,000, it's okay for something that it's 2 weeks old.
Yeah, sure. And the next project, then again, it's mainly about the experience, I think, you get with this.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna reinvest maybe this money to do something else.